Okay. So Christis has burned your NPC army. Meanwhile, the only remaining NPC has had their soul sucked out of them by Rowan, the first Dementor. You guys are the only survivors left on the island, you and Christis. This is it. Thomas, you're up first.
Am I? Oh gosh. Okay. That never happens. Right, okay. So those two, is Rowan showing signs of aggression towards us? Yeah, I know he's doing...
Not towards you. He is literally only just dropped the NPC to the ground.
Okay.
He's not turned his attention anywhere else as yet.
Yeah. And we're all full of hate, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's done me well so far, so let me do Incendio, please, my last one.
Yeah. Towards Christis.
Yes. That.
Lovely.
Okay, I do get advantage on it.
Nice.
And that will land just standard.
Nice. Okay, so that's going to be 2d6 of fire damage, I believe.
5 in total.
Cool. So you sort of cast flames on him, but they're not everlasting. They burn him and they sort of fizzle away almost. It doesn't catch him on fire or anything.
Okay.
He still takes the damage.
Yeah.
Which takes us on to Mr. Beardmore.
What's his face?
Christis, yes.
Has he got a wand drawn? Is he?
His wand is drawn from when he cast the fireball. And
Where is he stood right now?
So you've got Rowan's room at the end of the corridor. You guys are sort of in the doorway. Beardmore is in the room with Rowan, and Christis is sort of back further down the corridor from whence you came, basically blocking you and the stairwell. You're basically sandwiched between the two of them.
Yep.
I guess I'll try Expelliarmus then. It's boring, but
No.
it feels like a standard Harry Potter move, doesn't it? I'm going to use my last luck point.
Okay, nice.
To have another go. Whoops. Yes, a success.
Nice. He fails his dodge, so the wand sort of flies out of his hand and onto the floor, which brings us on to Albert.
Destroy him.
I cast Crucio.
Yes, buddy. That's gonna
Huge. Okay.
dark shit to
Nice. Okay, before you cast it, tapping into that anguish of yours, I'm going to need a con save to see if you lose any sanity points.
No.
Okay, you raise your wand, and as you do so, your mind goes to your mother, a few floors below, and everything she's been through over the past however many years, just trying to see you again, and everything she's been subjected to by this man, the suffering, the pain, and then you think of the couple of dozen people who were also patients here, and everything they've been through, and how they were just mindlessly burned to a crisp by this man. And you think to the people who are struggling with potions back in the cabin outside, but also on the mainland. Their struggles with addiction, how their lives have fallen apart, the symptoms, however inhumane, with the vines coming out of their eyes and stuff. You think about all of them and how it was all orchestrated by this man. And for what? For power. So he has played the wizarding world like a game of chess. And it makes you despair. And it makes you angry. And that rage builds under the surface, first of all, like lava in a volcano, and as it erupts, out of you comes the word Crucio, and you feel every syllable on your lips, and you feel every vibration from the wand up your hand coursing through your body, because you want to inflict on this man the pain that he's inflicted on all of you four over the last 24 hours, on your mother, on the other victims, on everyone he's interacted with on this endeavor. And you feel the pain flowing through you from rage into your spell, and you see him twitch and contort and his body move like it shouldn't. He is in agonizing pain, and yet he's still smiling, almost giggling.
Flint, you're up.
Flint, seeing him have his wand dispatched, is going to charge towards him, and at the same time nick this troll tonic that he's been having on him for a while.
Nice.
And go in with his bloody hands in his eyes.
Yep.
And go to beat him the fuck up.
Cool. So give yourself extra 10 on strength.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
That's a 87, but that's a 80, but he can use this disadvantage. Yeah, so he's going to use both of his -5s that he's got.
Yeah.
So he just meets it by 3 points.
Lovely. Okay, give me a D10, but we'll add 4 to whatever you roll.
It's a 5 plus 4.
Get you to 9. Nice.
Smash him up.
Fucking
Nice. So you punch him, but since you've taken the troll tonic, you're still going to need a sanity check. So give me a con check for it.
at disadvantage.
At disadvantage, yeah.
19. And a 20. Shit.
So you're already on -2 sanity, basically. What do you start on?
7.
7. Can you give me a d6 for sanity loss, please?
Ooh.
Come on, a 1. Just a nice little 1.
2.
Super, you're -4. Okay.
Oh no, Flint is teetering on the edge.
Yeah.
You're okay for now. Like you're still, the blood seems like it's flowing at even greater of a sort of a rate than it was before. But you're still okay. Sort of, you're still with us, just about. Meanwhile, Mr. Beardmore, the Dementor looks up from the NPC and it comes towards you. I'm going to need a con save from you. It's going to have to be a hard success, not just a regular success.
Of course it is, you bastard. No, it's a fail.
Okay, it's going to be a D10 of sanity loss.
Oh, fuck off, mate. Oh, it's 8.
What does that put you on?
I must be on 4. Oh
on
no.
4?
Yeah, I'm on 4 left.
Oh, you're fine.
You look down, having sort of stepped away from the Dementor, which starts sort of sucking again, like your being, your essence from you. You sort of push them away and look at your hands and follow them down, and you're sure you start to see the roots coming out of your hands. You're convinced you are slowly turning into a plant yourself. You're now going to also roll with disadvantage.
Oh, fuck off.
Acrisdis, meanwhile, flops around the floor and eventually grabs his wand, but that will be his entire turn, just picking his wand back up.
Incapacitated for how many rounds?
He is incapacitated for, you need to roll a d4, actually. For 3 rounds. Acrisdis does not pick up his wand because he is incapacitated from the Cruciatus curse. He merely flails on the ground in pain caused by Albert, which takes us back to Thomas.
I am going to cast Defendo on him.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah. And miss.
That's okay.
Wonderfully.
He's flailing around in pain from the Cruciatus curse, so as you would have hit him had he been where he was, but that was just as another sort of influx of pain hits him. We come to Beardmore.
Shit. I am going to try and cast Obliviate on myself to unsee the roots coming out of my hands.
Okay, nice. Go for it. Give it a go.
But I'm probably going to not... Oh, that's 1 success. Come on.
Were you successful? Okay, nice.
Come on.
Very good. So you don't gain the sanity points back, but you sort of forget those conditions. We'll take away the disadvantage thing. Okay, Albert, you're up.
Well, Albert has blown his load.
We've all been there, mate.
Albert will only be able to cast Lumos, Scourgify, or Reparo currently. So I'm going to try and right a previous wrong and punch the writhing body of Acrisdis in the face.
Very good. Give me a strength check, please.
coming right up.
I really love that we're going to end this campaign all just punching it because we've got nothing.
I miss.
Okay, have you got any luck left?
No.
Okay, fine. You're like tears in your eyes still from the loss of your mother. Tears that you've tapped into the side of you never thought you would as you've cast Crucio on this guy. Tears that you might finally be getting vengeance for the mother that you never knew. You swing, but you can't see through all the tears in your eyes, and you sort of punch the floor, just missing Acrisdis. But there's sort of fear in his eyes because he sees the vigor you were going to punch him with if you could see properly. Which brings us to Flint.
The liquid leprechaun gold. What does that do again?
That will give you 2 luck points.
Throw it to you.
I catch. Liquid leprechaun gold.
I won't make you do an flex check for a catch. Don't worry, you're fine.
You're right next to me. We're trying to pummel the same guy,
Yeah.
and at the same time, Flint is looking at the blood on his fingers and the blood he's seeing going down his hands, and goes to inflict more damage to the man that deserves it.
Cool, go for it.
3. And it's a 61, but that's within reason of.
Still a success. Okay, do a d10 again, and we'll add 2 to it.
It's a 1, unfortunately.
3 damage.
He's just twatting this guy in the teeth.
Nice, just absolutely pounding the guy's face left and right. Meanwhile, the floor by him is also getting punched by Albert. We come to the Dementor, who has Beardmore in his grasp. He's going to attempt the kiss on you. So his lips come towards your lips. And I'm going to need a strength check. It's going to have to be an extreme success for you to free yourself.
I believe.
No.
So close.
No.
Your soul is about to be ripped from your being.
Great.
You need to make 3 con saving throws.
Yeah.
If 2 or more are successes, you cling to life. If 2 or more are failures, you will become this vegetative state.
That's 1 success. That is 2 successes.
Nice. It's okay. You're still in his grasp. Your soul is retained for now. So on your turn, you'll probably want to wriggle free.
I'll try.
Nice. Okay. Now Acrisdis is still writhing in pain and being pummeled. This is his the next turn will be his last one where he's incapacitated. We are back to Thomas.
I am going to try Bombarder again.
Very good.
At Christus?
Acrisdis, yes.
Yeah. That does not land, but I have a luck point which I am going to use.
Do it. Do it, boy.
No!
What did you get?
72.
Okay.
Wild.
You blow up part of the floor near him, but once more, sort of no impact to Acrisdis, who's still wriggling around, writhing in pain. Beardmore, we come to you. So you're in the grasp of the Dementor right now.
Yeah.
A strength check will get you free.
Oh, yes. It's an extreme success.
Nice. Okay, so you wriggle free, and you are still able to take your action if you want to sort of dash away from the Dementor, if you want to fight back or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to dash away from the Dementor, yeah.
Nice. So you basically put Thomas between you and the Dementor.
Sorry, bro.
And that brings us on to Albert's turn then.
I drink my leprechaun gold potion.
Very good. You get 2 luck points. Can I get a Constitution save to see, narcotics and the impact they'll have on you?
Pass.
9.
9, nice. For someone who's never taken illicit potions before, you have such a high tolerance for this substance.
I'm so fired up on adrenaline. Though.
Yeah, that's it. You're going to pay for this tomorrow, but for tonight we party.
Yes.
Okay, Albert, go ahead.
Do I get 2 luck points?
You get 2 luck points, yep. You can still take your action.
In that case, I pull out the gramophone needle in my waistcoat pocket
Yeah.
and I attempt to bring it down on the eyes of Dr. Infernal.
Oh my god.
You nutter. Give me we'll go for a dex check for this, because obviously he's still writhing around. But a regular success will do it.
Success.
Very good. So as he writhes around in pain, this tiny little gramophone needle that you pull out, you sort of slam down into which eyeball?
The left eye.
The left eyeball, and blood immediately sort of fills the whites of his eyes and then starts to pour down his eyelids. And you look dead in that eye as you do it, and you smile. I get a con check because that would, well, most people that would mess up, but you seem to have been fine so far.
No, go fuck yourself.
You fail. You succeeded. Okay, the smile gets wider as he sort of writhes in pain and suddenly cries tears of blood. Which brings us on to Flint.
More pummeling.
More
pummeling.
That's all we can do.
Okay, give me a strength check.
That's a 13 and a... Oh, that's a 63, but no, still within...
Still a success. Lovely. Give me a D10, add 2.
It's 10.
10.
Just wailing on this guy.
Good. And
It's Val's mum.
you are absolutely pummeling him, and sort of blood is dripping from his eye. Blood is now spurting out of his mouth. You're pretty sure the cheekbone as you've hit it is concave at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, he sort of chuckles a little bit as you do it. Meanwhile, Thomas, you are the closest to the Dementor, who sort of swiftly, as Beardmore passes you, is now upon you. And it grabs you, and you suddenly start to feel cold. And this unwavering fear of despair fills you. You suddenly relive that day at the theatre. You suddenly see King George again with the bullet hole from the cellar earlier. I'm going to need a con save from you, please.
No worries. Saved.
Nice.
But as you had the strength of mind when you saw King George downstairs, again you recall it's not how it happened, and you're going to be okay. You're with people that you respect and who respect you, and you will get out of this, unlike your army of NPCs that you brought to their death. Acrisdis, meanwhile, is finally out of his, well, after this turn, out of his Cruciatus Curse struggle, which brings us to you now, Thomas, please.
Okay, am I in the grasp of the Dementor?
He's sort of touched you, but he's not grabbed you or
So I can move?
You can move, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to pull my carpenter's knife, and I'm going to run at Christus,
Yes.
and I'm going to slash at him.
Nice. Give me a... do you want to do strength or dex? Do you think it's more of a swift slashing or more of a sort of strong sort of gouging?
I would say it's more of a, at this point, strength. So
Okay.
I would say it's more,
Yep, go for it.
yeah. And that lands.
Nice. Give me... we'll do a d6 and add 2 to it, please.
Yeah. 8 total.
Yeah, buddy. Look at that.
Nice.
Should have just used the knife the whole day.
Shiv them. You know?
Beardmore, you're up. Suddenly you are the furthest back nearest to the Dementor.
Yeah, shit! I am going to, I'm just going to dash over to Christic. I was going to join in. I'm also...
Dogpile.
Yeah, so I'm going to go, swift kick in the face, hopefully. Oh, it's an extreme success. It's a 3.
Nice. You know what? Somehow, despite him being much sort of stronger than you are physically, you have put all the might of Flint's regular punches into your melee attack. Give me a D10 and add 2 to it.
Oh my god. Oh, D10. 3.
Is that with the added 2?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so you attack him, you've been attacking him, you've stabbed him in the eye, you've gouged him with a knife. This guy still has a smirk on his face. He's clearly in pain, he's bleeding from all sorts of places, but he's still smiling. Albert, you are up.
When he stands up, we're getting fucked up.
No.
I'll be back.
So I'm trying to keep him on the ground. You know?
Yeah.
At what point do we just let this man suffer?
I don't know if we have the choice. I don't want him to attack us back. Kill him out there. Please.
Okay, I take wild swings.
Okay, give me a strength check. Are we just all out of magic points and we're all just like...
I've got 30, but like I'm at disadvantage, so I might as well just like twat him.
I can cast Lumos.
In your eye socket.
I'm going to push my luck, I guess.
Do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Another cheeky punch. I just want to land one punch though. No.
One more luck.
Yeah, one more for luck. Time. Lucky.
Come on.
No! Come on!
You punch the floor once again. You are really showing that space on the floor who's boss. But I mean, remember, you already jammed a needle in his eye. Like, you've done a lot of damage to him, and you did the Cruciatus curse on him. Like, you've done a lot. Which brings us to Flint. I wonder what you're going to do.
Can I grab him and hold him?
You can grab him and hold him, yeah.
Like with his arms, like back in the days when I was Nora, when someone was being a bit too much, I would try and restrain them.
Yeah. So you're going to hold him with strength. He is going to try and dex out a bit, like wriggle rather than outbrute you. So it'll just be contested.
78. That's within 80. And then 88. Unfortunately,
It's a fail.
Fail. It's okay. So you try to. He's just too wriggly for you. A guy with a needle in his eye, having been pummeled, is just and still smiling. There's just too much conviction about him wanting to get out of it. Meanwhile, the Dementor comes up to the group of you, honestly, and it's upon you all now. And you two are going to need to make. You have no sanity left, basically. You're going to need to make a con save. The rest of you are all going to be subject to the kiss now. So again, it's going to be 3 con saves, 2 or more successes, and you're fine. 2 or more failures, and you are not fine.
I'm at disadvantage. I'm going to die. Steve?
Pass. Oh my god, one of each.
Just a con, right?
I failed the last one by 1.
What have you done?
Pass.
100.
Oh
Fail.
no.
Mr. Beardmore,
Yeah.
you sort of turn to face the Dementor, and its lips are really close to yours. And this, you can almost see this ethereal vapor connecting the two of your mouths. And your eyes sort of roll back in their heads, and you sort of think back to your time in your apothecary. But every time you got it wrong, every time you put the wrong ingredient in, every time you stirred clockwise instead of anti-clockwise. And then the failures get heavier. You think about the fact you couldn't quite secure those contracts for Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And you remember your time at Hogwarts when you'd spend all of your break times in the potions classroom by yourself because nobody wanted to spend time with you. How your father told you that an apothecarist was no career to be proud of. You start to think of all the people abusing potions and wonder if there was more you could have done. And with that thought of failure and despair, and that you'll never be enough, you give in. Can I just see your character sheet a moment, please?
Fuck.
Your soul is ripped from your body. You're not dead, but your body is an empty vessel. And as you see this, Thomas, you turn to your friend who has fallen, and the Dementor turns its focus to you, and the same vapor comes out of your mouth. And you start to think back to the theatre, and the fact that there were so many other productions you could have seen and enjoyed, but because of your fear from saving the king, you never went. You let fear rule your life, and you think about all the other times that you were fearful to really push yourself out there. You've kept yourself as a humble broomstick manufacturer when you know you could have been more. And you think about the king that you saw in the cell. You think you'd rather have been shot in the head than to have lived the life that you've lived. And your eyes roll back into your head, and your body falls to the floor. May I see your character sheet for a second, mate? The Dementor sucks your soul from your body, and you fall to the ground. I'm gonna need D4 for sanity loss for both of you for seeing your friends' souls being ripped out.
3.
Does that put you on -7? Yeah. You are so consumed with the blood pouring from you that you start to bang your own head against the walls. You just want it to stop. You want to stop the bleeding, and you start to see it drip from the wound that you've inflicted on yourself from your forehead. You're not dead. You're not incapacitated fully, but every action will be pounding your head against the wall from now on. Meanwhile, Acrisdis reaches for his wand, and he waves it, and all the doors on the corridor open, which was going to be his first fucking attack until you incapacitated him.
Fuck yeah.
And you hear a as a human mid-contortion into werewolf form emerges from one of the rooms, and you see zombie-like creatures emerge from another. Albert, it's your turn.
I just let out an almighty scream of anguish, anger, torment, sadness, and run at Dr. Christus, because if I know I'm not making it out of this room tonight, and I would like him to have the same fate.
Okay.
He's leaving this world with me.
Give me a strength check.
Is it strength? I'm just going to run at him.
Oh, you're just running? Give me athletics, dexterity, give me just a D100, whatever you want, really.
Cool. I like that. Good for dex. Fail.
As you run at him, you are intercepted mid-air by a werewolf. Pins you to the ground. Flint, it's your turn. Any thoughts on your action?
What are you trying to achieve there? Pick him up and take him off the edge?
I just wanted to kill him.
What
By any means necessary.
So he's by the doorway. Is that by the staircase?
Where is he?
Yeah.
So he has ran from Rowan's door towards Acrisdis, but been intercepted by a werewolf, so it still pins in between Acrisdis and the door.
If I can take this guy down the stairs, I'll try it.
You gather all your willpower, and you think, I am going to help my friend Albert down the stairs, no matter what. And you bang your head against it. Can you take a D6 of damage, please?
That's a 1, thankfully.
Okay, nice. Meanwhile, Acrisdis comes up to you, laughing. You can feel his breath on your neck as you continue to pound your head against the wall. And he says, you were foolish to come here. You could have been one of my best creations. And he holds his wand against you. And you hear him utter the words, Avada Kedavra. He gets a 2, so it hits.
Ain't no way.
I see your character sheet.
You can have a look, yes.
Yeah. So what's the The corpse, mid-bang into the wall, then slides down, leaving a streak of blood against the stone.
Jesus.
Albert.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Albert, you are incapacitated by the werewolf, who, at Acrisdis's command, doesn't tear you limb from limb. But the army of Inferi, which are the zombie-like creatures, pick you up. Their jaws snapping at you, but they're restrained from biting you. And they drag you into Rowan's old room. And the door slams. And you know that you are not going to be put out of your misery. You're going to endure an eternity of horrific experiments. To be turned into either an Inferi or a Dementor. You are the plaything of Acrisdis, who walks, as you look through the bars in the door, walks away back down the hall, bleeding from his head, but cackling as he exits.
Before the first needle is inserted, or before the first shackle is put on my wrist, I say, I started this journey running in fear. And I've ended it. Running towards the fight.
Bravo. You will inevitably die, though.